Hi, my name is Hazel and I'll be bringing you your gaming news for this week. So here's some Battlefield 3 footage, seeing as we're finally, saying goodbye to Battlefield 3. And we're all moving on to Battlefield 4. Well, I'm not, Owen is, so you'll probably see some footage from Owen pretty soon. But let's get straight into the news, will we? So Titanfall is not coming to PS4 in its lifetime. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect them to cut off such a big market, with the PS4 being the bigger selling console. But I mean, I'm not too worried. I'll probably get it on PC. I don't plan on buying an Xbox One at least for a while, or a PlayStation 4 for a while. So I'll just wait for it on PC and maybe buy it then, and then we might get some footage for you in that. They did hint, however, that some sequels to Titanfall could branch off from the Microsoft platform. So you may have to just wait and see where that goes. Sony announced that you still won't be able to change your PSN ID, which is pretty shit. I mean, on Microsoft, you have to pay for it, but it's better than nothing. So you're stuck with your PSN ID for now. I don't know if they'll ever bring out anything to change your PSN ID, but maybe time will tell. Sony also announced that when streaming from the PS4, you'll be able to do live voiceovers as you stream, but you won't be able to add commentary after you've recorded. The PS4 also will not support CDs or MP3 playback, and it won't come with a music visualizer. I think these are likely down to the fact that Sony are trying out a cloud-based music service, I think. So that's just their way of trying to, push that forward. So hopefully that turns out good. Otherwise, it's going to be pretty crap. Steam passed 65 million accounts this past few weeks, which is massive. It just shows that how big PC gaming is getting. Like with all the sales Steam have, and you also have Green Man Gaming and GOG.com, they have so many sales, and it's just really boosting the amount of PC gamers we have now. I only got recently got into PC gaming, but it's one of the best decisions I made when it came to gaming. But Valve are bringing out their Steam machine. They celebrated their 10-year anniversary in 2013 this year, so they brought out the Steam trading cards, their early access, and Linux support. And I think the biggest thing they did was add Linux support. So hopefully Steam will continue to grow, and we're just going to keep getting great things for PC. I don't know if many of you played it, but if I didn't because I was too bloody scared, but I watched a playthrough of it, Outlast. There's been a new DLC announced for it, which is going to be a prequel, and it will show the experiments that led up to the events in the game. It'll take you back to the Mount Massive Asylum, and according to Red Barrels, the creator of the game, as the whistleblower whose anonymous tip brought original protagonist Miles Upshur to Mount Massive on the one fateful night, you'll encounter the experiments and abuse conducted in the name of science, of course, that led to the asylum's downfall. I think that's going to be pretty awesome. It'll answer a lot of questions, but Outlast looked like a phenomenal game, but absolutely terrifying. Maybe I'll buy it. If it goes on the sales in Christmas, on Steam, I'll definitely buy it. If you guys urge me to play it, I might play it because it'll terrify me, and I don't know. I'll probably end up playing it. Once I finish Amnesia and maybe Machine for Pigs, I'll probably get round to playing it, and then I'll put my pants. So Microsoft have been talking about the future of Gears of War. I was very confused when I saw that there was going to be no, not even a launch title, but any title at all of Gears of War on the new Xbox, because Gears of War was the Xbox's biggest exclusive. So they've talked about it, and the way they're going, they want to expand the universe because it was a very closed universe. There wasn't a lot of characters, but I thought the games were phenomenal. Judgment lacked something. I love Judgment, but they say the sales of it were pretty poor, but I think that was down to just there was no advertising for it. I didn't even know the game was coming out until I walked into my local GameStop and saw it sitting on the shelves. I never saw anything online about it. But I think it was down to all that, the lack of sales. But they want to expand the universe and try and not rework it, but make it better, I suppose. But I'm really looking forward to see what they're going to do with it, because I really love the Gears of War universe. So Arcane Studios have taken on the CryEngine to build their next game. Arcane finished development of Dishonored when they released the Brigmore Witches add-on in August, and A lot of people thought they'd take ID's ID Tech 5 engine, but apparently they haven't. They've taken on the Cry engine. So, I mean, I thought Dishonored was a brilliant game. It was first-person stealth, and that's rare. Like, I hate third-person stealth games. They're just not realistic enough for me. But I think Arcane can do something pretty awesome with the Cry engine. So, let's just wait and see where that goes. I think that both Xbox One and PlayStation 4 will support up to 8 people in a party chat at one time. I also think that the PlayStation 4 has a maximum amount of friends on your friend list of 2,000, which I think is a bit extreme, but I'm not going to comment on these things too much until the console actually comes out and we see what's actually there and available, because a lot of stuff can be rumors and a lot of stuff can be right or wrong. We don't know. We're just going to have to wait and see when the console comes out. Call of Duty Ghosts will run at 720p on the Xbox One, but it will be upscaled to 1080p. Don't understand this at all. These are new consoles. They should be able to push out the 1080. I don't understand where this not being able to run at 1080p is, but as I said, we're probably just gonna have to sit and wait for these consoles to come out before we can start talking about them properly. Some of you may have heard as well that the big fiasco with the launch of both of the new consoles with their network technologies, Sony especially, a lot of people didn't know because Sony's PR team, Owen said it a very long time ago. I can't remember the date in the news, but it was in the news where he played Crysis for the first time. We talked about it, and Sony had the best PR possible. Everyone went crazy over Xbox One's DRM, but Sony were going to do the exact same thing. Sony were going to have the DRM, but they just sat back, they didn't say anything, and they let Xbox take all the shit. Xbox just got slammed. And Sony just turned around and just went, well, we're just not going to talk about it. It's there, people know about it, but nobody's gone crazy over it. But apparently in the day one patch for the PlayStation 4, Sony are turning off the DRM on the PlayStation 4. And that's where a lot of the problems might be coming from with the new networks. So there could be some problems there. I'm assuming Sony and Xbox are going to try and have all those problems fixed for Christmas, when a lot of people are going to be getting these consoles. Some people will be getting it before Christmas, but I'm assuming most people will be getting them as Christmas presents. But as I said, we're just going to have to wait and see and just hope for the best, because part of me hopes that a lot of things go wrong, because that's why I love PC now. Like, I was an avid gamer on console for years, but I'm hoping that this doesn't affect a lot of games. Like, I'm hoping it doesn't affect AMD badly, because I'm hoping in maybe 3 years that AMD will be right back up on par with Nvidia. Like, I know some of AMD's drivers right now are kind of funky, and that's why I stuck with Nvidia, but I'm hoping that things just go well. Part of me wants things to crash and burn, but most of me wants it to go well. That's just the evil side of me, just wants a lot of things to crash and burn. So let's talk about upcoming games. Halo Spartan Assault will be coming to Xbox One and Xbox 360. It was supposed to be an exclusive to the Windows Phone, Surface and Windows 8, but Microsoft announced that it will be released on Xbox One and Xbox 360 in digital download this December, but a price is not being confirmed. I'm really looking forward to it, because if it's anything like Halo Wars, like, I really liked Halo Wars. I know a lot of people didn't, but I thought it was a fun little game, and I'm really excited to see Sarah Palmer. I think that'll be pretty cool. Plus, she's voiced by Jennifer Hale, who's just like the most badass of badass woman ever. BioShock's Infinite Burial at Sea, the Episode 1 DLC, finally has a release date. I'm really looking forward to this DLC. I think it looks amazing. But it's going to hit the Xbox One and PlayStation 3 and PC on November 12th, which is in a week and a half, I believe. And it will cost $15, but it's free for anyone who purchased the BioShock Infinite Season Pass. So I'm really looking forward to that. It's going to be just another awesome, like, alternate universe. Just awesome, because I think it takes place, I believe it takes place the night that Rapture goes to hell. So I'm really excited to see that side of Rapture. You know, I mean, it's a bit of a shame we're going back to Rapture, but I don't really see what they could have done in Colombia. I mean, they kind of wrapped up that story there if you've hopefully played the game, and that's not spoilers. We also got a teaser for The Walking Dead Season 2. I haven't played the first season, but I'm definitely going to be buying it, and I'll definitely do a playthrough for you guys. So I'm pretty excited about this game, and it looks pretty darn good, so you should go check that out. My name is Hazel. I hope you enjoyed your news, and Owen will see you next time. Bye.